A night talk. So give them a warm round of applause. Push the space bar when you're ready.
Sure, thanks. Hello everyone, I'm Sanket and I'm going to be talking about our experience of moving our test infrastructure into the cloud. Let's get into it. So I work for Nuage Networks, which is part of Nokia. We do all things SDN. We provide SDN solutions for a variety of markets. And I'm in the Metro AE team, which is the automation engine behind Nuage. So we automate all the deployment scenarios for Nuage. So our initial infrastructure was in a local OpenStack managed servers. So we had some OpenStack managed test beds in our lab, which simulated customer deployment scenarios. We tested all of our infrastructure on that, and our team kept growing. The number of tests that we handled kept growing as well, and due to that, we thought let's try out some cloud-based solution to see if that works out better for us. These are some of the conversations that we've had prior to moving to the cloud, and all of these prompted us to look for a cloud-based solution for our needs. We first tried AWS cloud service. We tried their EC2 for compute, S3 for storage, Route 53 for DNS services, and CloudFormation templates for automation. So Amazon requires everything to be in AMI format. We were able to convert most of our images to AMI, except for our controller, which uses a special OS called SROS that we couldn't convert to AMI format. So we tried another way. We tried nested virtualization. So we took a AWS VM, installed KVM on it, and then installed SROS, but that didn't work because Amazon doesn't allow nested virtualization on its regular VMs. So we had to try something else. We took the bare metal machine that Amazon has and did the same kind of nested virtualization, and that worked for us. So we now had a working solution in Amazon. Now we could port all of our existing tests into Amazon, and this is the automation script that we came up with to move everything into Amazon. Theoretically, we could have moved all of our tests into Amazon, but there were small caveats. The bare metal machine that we were using took a long time to bring up and tear down as well. And the not so good part about that was we had to pay for that downtime, and that machine, there was nothing being run on that. Here's a configuration of that bare metal machine. We looked at it and said to ourselves, let's mine some bitcoins, because we couldn't use that for anything else. We were using like 5% of that. And this is how the 10,000 feet overview of our solution with AWS looks like. Everything is a separate component in the VPC. These are some other components. After that, we said, let's try one more cloud service. Let's try Google's cloud platform and see if it's any better for our needs. And we tried to solve the hardest problem first, the problem of nested virtualization. That seemed to work. And once that worked, we used the same VM to install all other components on it, all the Nuage components that we use, and those got installed on the same VM as well. So now we had a solution to our problem. And this is the final picture of our Google Cloud solution. It looks a lot cleaner, and although this is not something you would use in production, one VM with everything on it, but for testing purposes, this was good enough. And this is the final script we came up with to automate all of our testing. And now we have moved from our local testbed to using Google Cloud Testbed. These are some of the differences that we saw in both the platforms. Now, your mileage might vary and your use case might vary, but for our particular use case, Google Cloud worked out better than Amazon Cloud. And these are some of the conversations that we've had after migrating to Google Cloud. Now we can focus on solving real problems rather than dealing with infrastructure issues. That is all I have for today. Thank you all for listening.